Good morning, friends. Happy day 53, week 8, Shred 2.0, baby. We have made it to week 8. We're doing a full day of eating today. I might take you guys tomorrow too. Today's Thursday. Might take you guys for Thursday, Friday, and of course our check-in on Saturday. Today, the blessing shark arrived, and I feel like a 1,000 million pounds today. It's like I feel so puffy and bloated today, but you know, I'm feeling myself with my fit and my new makeup. So I'm trying to get in the zone and have the vibes going. So that's exactly why I put this outfit together and did what I did today with my makeup, because I knew she was coming today, and boy, she come with the vengeance. And I am like, oh snap. So I went yesterday. I confessed my sins over on the Instagram, and you should have already seen a, what is it, April no buy update video. I'm actually going to film that today, so I have no idea the results when I'm talking to you guys right now. However, I know that April was like a shit show as far as spending goes. Lord, like what happened? I don't know. I blacked out. But we went to Ulta yesterday. First mistake. Don't go in an Ulta. Go in an Ulta, you know, but don't go in an Ulta is what I'm saying. It's good to go in there because you can play with everything. You can get the swatches, actually see the colors on your skin, see the colors in real life versus online. I feel like it's such trash when you buy makeup online and it comes in and you're like, what is this color? Like, blah, blah, blah. No, this is not what I was envisioning. But if you go in Ulta, you can play and do all the things. So I was in there for an hour. The mistake, and I bought more things than I intended on going in there for. I went in there specifically for this half magic eyeshadow. I've been seeing it again. I need to get off TikTok because TikTok is costing your girl money and not helping with this no buy. But I went in because I got influenced because everybody and their mom was talking about this half magic eyeshadow, which apparently I've been living under a rock because this is old news, all this stuff, but it was popping up in my For You feed and I was like, oh my God, obsessed. I need to go in there and get it. And I did. I got the eclectic butterflies, what I have on today. I also got a robot, whatever. It's like a really pretty pink. These are a duochrome, so they change color. So it's like purple and blue depending on how the light hits it. The duochromes are really cool. The other one I got is just a plain pink, and it is beautiful. I got a bunch of eyeliners. Y'all know I love the Urban Decay 24/7 gel eyeliner. I have the Vice purple one. I love that one. I only have like half of it. That's how much I use it. I love, love, love it. But they have a million other colors that I've been wanting, and I splurged and I got 2, and they are gorgeous. Also got some old school LA colors. I'm wearing an LA color eyeliner today. I wore a Urban Decay yesterday. I was playing with it. I did like 2 different eyes yesterday. If you saw on Instagram, I was playing to get some wear tests. I did an Urban Decay on this side, and then I did the LA colors. The LA colors lasted longer than the Urban Decay, and the Urban Decay is fire OG. I was like, okay, like $5. What I'm saying for this gel eyeliner. So don't be sleeping on those. They had some pretty colors as well. I know I'm getting on a tangent, not talking about anything fitness, but this kind of stuff, it excites me. I know you guys like to hear about it. So I got the eclectic butterfly, and I am obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. I did get a new Juvia's Place blush. This is the old school, the blushing lily, just a regular one that I have on that I got like 3 years ago. Another thing, I was looking back at old videos to see like certain products I'm still using and how long I've had them. This blush is like going on 3 years old. I was like, what? Where did 3 years go? I feel like I just bought this damn blush, but it will take you forever with the Juvia's Place because they're so pigmented. You just need like nothing. Literally that blush will last you like 500 years. No joke. But they have a new blush / highlighter like duo, and I got a different color in that. It is so pretty, but you can't, in my opinion, you can't have like a full face of makeup because with that you're like glow the house. But I thought that would be really pretty for summer, just to have like a no makeup look, put that on without a lot of other stuff. So I did pick that one up too. I'm telling you, I treated myself, but I figured Mother's Day, my birthday is June 1st. I have bought some clothes. I have also been decluttering and organizing my closet. I told you guys I was going to do that. It's been taking me forever, but I've been doing that. And with doing it, I've been trying on every single piece to see if like I get an instant, I love this, or would I wear this? It's tossed. I already have 4 bags put away, and I'm really trying to condense. I still have a shit ton even with condensing, but I did buy some like staple pieces that I'm gonna like wear forever, like pants, and like I feel like I have a million tops. Don't need tops, even though I bought some spooky tops that are coming. Hopefully they look good, because what did I do? Again, I blacked out. But as far as bottoms go, I got some really cool bottoms that will like mix and match with a million pieces. That's what I'm trying to do, and trying to wean out stuff that I know I'm not gonna wear anymore. I don't know where I was going with that. I got on a squirrel moment. It is the shark mixed with the shred. So let's get back on task, shall we? We are here for pull day. I'm excited for it. I haven't done a pull day in a few weeks. Last week we did just an upper because of coming back from vacation. And then before that, we were doing stuff in the garage. So it's gonna be nice to come in here and do a pull day. I'm gonna play with pull-ups. I haven't done pull-ups in weeks, so that should be interesting. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try to film as much as I can in here. It has been freaking hacked up in this gym, like more so I feel, which I'm here for. I'm not complaining about that. It's just like trying to film for you guys is really it's tricky. So I'm trying my best. But the message today is if you're feeling like shit, if you're feeling puffy, if the shark's here, or if you're just having like a bad day, and we talked about motivation last week, which thank y'all so much for like blowing up that video. I feel this is so crazy, but there's certain videos that I make and I feel like they're boring, or I didn't have too much of like a motivational talk. And those are the ones that y'all love the most. Like, I feel like y'all get the most hearing. Y'all heard me so much more in that video. And I feel like that was a video that wasn't going to be heard. Does that make sense? And those are the ones that y'all resonate with the most, I find. It's just crazy. But we talked about motivation last week. And if you're feeling unmotivated, I told you guys last week, like get a gym fit that's going to make you feel good. Put some lip gloss on today going into the gym. Put a little eyeshadow on. Do something to make you feel better about yourself, because when you feel good, you will perform better in the gym. I truly believe that. Like, if you are feeling yourself in some way, you're going to walk in here more confident. You're going to walk in here and try to go harder on your workouts. Talking about workouts this week, they have been great. They have been great. Last week I felt so tired. The week before the shark, though, it always happens, I felt super weak. I'm feeling strong. Even though we're having to go down on some exercises, I'm feeling hella strong, and I'm feeling beast mode in here right now. So I'm riding that wave. I told you guys last week in my check-in that this week I never expect anything, but this week really more so, because it is the week of the shark. And I feel like we're getting to the point where we should start seeing not as big of losses. Like, I've been pleasantly surprised. I've been kind of shook, to be honest with you guys, when I do my check-ins and I'm like expecting it. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be the week where we lost 0.2 or something, and we gotta start switching things up as far as cardio and stuff. And I haven't seen that yet. So I'm thinking that might happen this week. And if it does, and then we got to start switching things up, because we only got so many weeks left until the end of this, and I'm trying to go hard on this as possible. But I might surprise myself again. Y'all will have to stay tuned. I don't know what's going to happen. We shall see. With that being said, let's go in here and let's slay. Back in biceps, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm motivated. I'm feeling good, even though I feel like a blowfish. So hopefully that gets me through. Let's go. Y'all, next level, dusted. OMG, pull day. It was a zoo in there. I keep telling you guys, it's when I first walk in at around 7:30 to 8 o'clock, depending on what time I walk in, there's people in there, but it's not bad. As soon as it hits 8:30, I feel closer to 9, it's like and it is people on top of each other everywhere. There is not an empty space, I will tell you guys. And then there's classes going on. There's a crap ton of people in here. Think of it as Planet Fitness. I think it's more crowded than Planet Fitness, in my opinion. But I mean, I haven't been to Planet Fitness in a long time. However, it's way better than Planet Fitness. I love this gym. It's just people everywhere, but everyone's pretty respectful, I will say, other than Planet Fitness. You know, I have a couple of occasions in here every once in a while, but as of late, no, pretty good. But as far as setting up the camera, like non-existent. So I did get some clips of me doing pull-ups, were trash. I mean, they were good, but in comparison, wow, I need to start incorporating them weekly. I cannot be skipping on those because they felt heavy, let's just say. However, I've told you guys, I do not like any of the places here to do pull-ups. Like, it just does not feel right like it did over at my grungy gym, you know? But I did try to use my Cobra grips today. They work better on the cheese grater bar, but there was like a million people over there, so I couldn't go over there. And I didn't want to pull out my chalk, so I was like, let me try the Cobra grips and see how they work on this bar. And I just feel like I was too much swinging once I got off the thing, because you know, short girl problems. And it was just, the vibes weren't just not there for pull-ups as far as what was I doing. So if I do them over there, I need to bust out the chalk, suck it up, get dirty, and do them like that, because my grip is much better and I have more control. I feel the mind muscle connection is there. I mean, I'm not mad about it, but it was just, I get in my head with pull-ups if I don't have like the perfect setup and the perfect feels. If you know, you know. Put that deposit in no matter what. Showing up every day and being consistent is what is going to get your results. It's when you have your binger, have a whole week of F it, I'm not going to do anything, I'm not going to hit my steps, I'm not drinking my water, I'm not getting my workouts in, and I'm not tracking my food, and you get on the scale and you're up 5-6 pounds for the week, and then you go into an even deeper spiral because you did not expect it. Even though you knew you were doing all the things, you did not expect the scale to go up so much, and then you just keep going. That cycle is continuous and it is the devil. So do not get fallen into that wormhole of it. Show up each and every day. Every day you do something, y'all, no matter if it was perfect. There is no perfect, first off. Just get that out of your head. We talked about no motivation last week. Let's talk about how there's no perfect. You're never going to be perfect at anything. You can be better at something. You can keep getting better and better each day, 1% better each day, but you're never going to be perfect. I'm not perfect at anything in here. I get comments all the time about pull-ups. I am not perfect at pull-ups. There are a million other people that are way better than me at pull-ups, but I went from doing 0 pull-ups to doing however many pull-ups, and my form has gotten better over time as I have put in the work and keep trying to be better at it. But just showing up every day, no matter what you're doing, your future self is thanking you right now for showing up and not giving up on yourself, not canceling on that appointment that you promised you were going to show up to, and you would not cancel on so many appointments that you always show up for. So why are you canceling on the one that is most important with yourself and helping your future self be the healthiest, best version of you? Why are you doing that? If you're doing that today, get out of that shit, get out of that rut. Start today by putting something in. 15 minutes, y'all, 15, 20 minutes is killer. You can get something in. So don't think like, oh, I don't have 30 minutes to an hour and a half like I see her doing, like I see Joe Blow doing. Do not compare. We talked about that last week. Stay in your own lane and do what you can with what you have, and quit making excuses. That's the bottom line. Quit making excuses, because excuses get you nowhere, period. That being said, I am starving. I'm still feeling bloated, pufferfish the house, but you know what? We made that deposit. We felt good about ourselves while we were in there, even though we had some of the negative feels with how we're feeling with the shark today. But that's not stopping your girl from putting that deposit in and going home and eating her damn food, because I am freaking starving. So let's get to second meal of the day. If you're new here, first meal was my protein cereal, which is 50 grams of Rice Krispies, plain, and then I do a cup of almond milk, 20 grams of the PE Science vanilla cupcake isolate, in there, and it is oh so good, around 300 calories and 20 grams of protein prior to my workout. So now we gotta fuel up, restore glycogen that's lost, get that protein in so we can repair these muscles, keep the muscle we got, maybe build a little, probably not at this point, but we keeping what we got. Nothing is going to waste as we get older. We gotta keep it, and we gotta make sure we have that insurance policy of doing that, which is eating your food, y'all. Eat your damn food and make sure that you're eating your protein each day. Everybody talked about how cute you were in your video appearance. Yeah, when you got a bath. You know I'm eating my post-workout, and then we will take you OUT. You were just sprawled out doing yoga poses. What you want to tell everybody? What you want to tell them? That you bad? That you bad and rotten? Yeah, we know. We're aware. We're aware. We're aware of how rotten you are. Post-workout meal, we have our protein coffee. I always have that link down below if you guys are new. I've been doing that for years. We've got the blueberry cheesecake overnight oats. This and the strawberry milkshake's probably my favorite, but I have a ton. I'll link the whole playlist down below for y'all. I need to go back and try some of my other ones and, you know, incorporate them and switch it up a little bit. We've got a piece of the French toast bread from Pepperidge Farm for a total of 556 calories, 44 grams of protein, 70 carbs, 12 fat, 10 fiber, y'all. Fiber, the oats and any fruit that you're going to put in there, chia seeds, that is going to help with your daily fiber intake. You need to incorporate it. I'm going to eat this, sit down, enjoy my coffee, and I'm still watching the last season of You. So many of y'all said that y'all started watching it like y'all never watched it before. Like, what is your life? It is so good. It is so crazy. He is so insanely crazy. But I was telling some people on Instagram that this says a lot about me. I always root for him. I'm like, yeah, go Joe. And he's like an insane psychopathic serial killer. What is happening? It's kind of like Dexter. Y'all ever watched it? I never like finished Dexter or like really got into it a lot. I watched like, I don't know, maybe not even the whole first season. I need to go back and watch and binge that. But it's the same thing with him. But you're gonna love it if you've never. It's got all kinds of twists and turns all the time. At the end of every episode, there's always something unexpected you never saw coming, is what I love, because it grabs and holds your attention and you want to go straight into the next one. It's one of those. But I want to say I'm on the last episode. I don't know, but I'm getting close to finishing it up. And this is the finale. So once you get to season 5, it's over with. I know, sad times. If you haven't explored in it, it's definitely not kid friendly. So that's why you hear me watching it like when the kids are at school or like late at night I watch it. It's not kid friendly, so don't watch it around the kids, but it's definitely one to check out. And this week's lunch has been cottage cheese egg salad bowls. Now I got this recipe from Tanya, the water talk queen. She's on TikTok and Instagram. It is from hers from like last year, but it's super easy. So what it is 2 boiled eggs, however much cottage cheese you want. I do 150 grams of the Daisy 2%, and then your heart's desired, everything but the bagel. I put a lot in there, and you mix it up, and that's it. It's stupid, simple, easy, and I like to dip mine with the Quest protein chips, and I do not really like this chili lime flavor, but there's something about this chili lime flavor mixed with the egg salad that is my favorite. I like this combo more than the other Quest chips, and the other Quest chips are my favorite standalones. So it's a good way to eat them up, is what I'm saying when I buy that variety box from Sam's, because I really don't like this one by itself. And as far as the boiled eggs, remember we had the conversation about the air fryer? I've given up on the air fryer, and I went back to trusty back in the day keto days and doing them in the Instant Pot. It works like a charm. They come out perfect every freaking time. I don't know why I try to stray away from them, because I don't want to pull out the Instant Pot when this is sitting on the damn counter all the time. But I did it. I did it, and I'm going to do it next week. I think I've got boiled eggs on plan for lunch with salad kits. You know, the salad kit chicken rotisserie combo I do. That's stupid simple. I'm kind of scared, though, of a salad kit, though, because remember, I think I got food poisoning from that last one. That might be a bad decision. But I'm trying not to have PTSD and trying to go on the cheap and do the salad kit. But the egg salad and the Quest chips is 399 calories. Listen to this protein. 49 grams of protein, 11 carbs, 18 fat, and 1 fiber. This is so simple to meal prep a big batch of this, or just singly in bowls, and then have your like chips, crackers, if you want to put it on bread for the work week, is what I'm saying. And the eggs are coming down at least a little bit And cottage cheese isn't too bad. If you don't want to do Quest chips because of the expense, again, you can do it on some type of cracker or do it on some lower calorie bread, sourdough bread, and it's delicious and super high protein for what you see here. May 1st, Thursday night's dinner are crack burgers. We haven't had these in a hot second. I was eating them and putting them on the meal plan on repeat, but dang, it's been a while, so I'm super excited. Look how huge these are. They big. Can't wait. We're gonna put these on the Blackstone. Crack burgers are done, and you guys know whether I'm in a cut, maintenance, whatever, I like to do the crack burger, specifically lettuce wrap, because the flavors of the cheese and the bacon, I want to taste it and not taste just bread, you know? So I always do that no matter what. Got a pickle, some raised barbecue sauce, sugar-free, some light mayo, and 250 grams or 272 grams, I'm sorry, of fresh strawberries for a total of 504 calories, 50 grams of protein. We're going way over that protein goal today. 29 carbs, 22 fat, and 7 fiber. I've been eating dessert a little bit later this week. Don't ask me why. I don't know what's happening. That never is usually like me, especially in a freaking cut, but here we are. Been eating dinner a little bit later, so maybe that's why. I mean, like 45 minutes, not anything huge. We got something different. No, it's not the yogurt peanut butter bowl. It's just plain peanut butter with apples. So we've got 4 tablespoons of the PB Fit in there. And then what I do is I add about, depending on how much, I did about 15 grams of monk fruit, some cinnamon, add water, and get it all stirred up till you get the consistency that you want. And then I've got a little over 200 grams of Pink Lady apple. This is a total of 228 calories, 17 protein, 41 carbs, 4 fat, and 9 fiber. To wrap us out for today, we got 27 grams of fiber going in today, 1988 on the calories, 181 grams of protein today. We definitely hit our protein goal, and it can be done, guys. You don't have to struggle with it. It can be done easily. 199 carbs and 59 grams of fat for this Thursday. I am going to pick you up tomorrow for Friday, so this will be 2 full days of eating. Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. Happy day 54. Next Level Shred 2.0. 54 days. Crazy town. We're here at the gym for Mod Podge Day. This is shoulders and glutes. Now, I haven't done this actual training day in a while, in weeks, because remember I got the food poisoning and I had just a feel good Friday day and we didn't do any ab work. So I haven't done ab work in like 3 weeks or so. Like it's been nuts as far as the schedule is concerned, but my goal and my determination is to get in here and do the actual split day correctly. I will tell you guys, I am tired. It probably looks like I'm tired because I am tired. Fridays have been a struggle for me on this shred. Like by Friday, I want Friday to be a rest day. I'm so freaking tired. Some of you guys have been asking why I'm doing 5 days versus 4. I've been doing 5 days as far as training since what, Halloween-ish. That's when I switched over, when I did the build and started doing 5 days. I have been reaping the benefits and enjoying it. We may go back to a 4-day split at some point. I'm not sure. Probably so, like around back to school time is what I'm thinking, depending on where we are. Everything changes, like I've mentioned, but we shall see. But right now we cranking out 5 days. 5 days, that's the plan. And we got 15 minutes of cardio each day is what I've been doing on the shred. And as you guys have seen with the results, it's been working. So why mess up a good thing, you know? But I'm tired is what I'm saying. And you're gonna be tired. That's the name of the game at any time, but especially when you're cutting, you're going to be tired, but you got to suck it up, buttercup, and get through. I posted this on my Instagram this morning, and I wanted to share it with you all because I know not everybody is over on IG. Out of 10,000 people, less than 100 will stick to a workout routine for a full year. Less than 10 will track their nutrition consistently, and only 1 will actually transform their body. Discipline is the rarest form of strength. Be the one. Be the one. When I read that, I was like, ooh, that gave me chills. Like, I love shit like that. Be the one, y'all. Be the one. You're tired of being where you are. You are tired of yourself. You're the problem. I know I'm very blunt and upfront with you guys, but it's the truth. And this is all coming from personal experience with your girl, okay? Personal experience with your girl and what I have learned over the 15-ish years of doing this. Be the one. Quit making excuses, quit getting in your own way, quit lying to yourself, and finally show up, be consistent with all the things, and be the one that you want to be. Be the one. That like stood out to me so much when I read that. So I had to share that with you guys. And I know that so many of you guys are getting caught up in your own world of stuff, but you've got to break it. You've got to get out of it. And the more that you're consistent with something, the more likely you're going to follow through and keep at it. Especially, listen up, turn the volume up. Especially when you start seeing results. Then remember we talked about motivation. That's where that inner motivation comes from, is when you start seeing the shit for yourself and that it's working, you go, holy shit. And then you start not canceling on yourself. You start showing up more and more and more, because it is now addicting what you are reaping as far as how you're feeling, what you're seeing. And that's going to keep motivating and driving you every single time, versus anything on the outward. Is when you start seeing it within you, baby, it's a game changer. So even though I'm tired, I'm here. I'm here. We got to go in here and crank it out. I feel like I've been moving at a snail's pace this week, but it's been fire. Like, I've been strong. I feel good this week. The shark has been helping. Y'all know the week of the shark for me, I know it's like the opposite for most, but for me, the week the shark comes, it's like beast mode. Something happens and we level up and we just freaking ride the wave while we can, because it ain't always like that every single week. However, I have been moving at a snail's pace, and they asked that in the Zoom meeting in our program last week, and that is expected for you to have to take longer breaks in between your sets because you're freaking gassed and you have nothing left in the tank. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit longer for your workouts because you need more recovery time in between sets. That is normal. So if you are struggling with the time, like you don't have that much time to now rest extra in between, then maybe eliminate one of your workouts. And less is more sometimes. If you are doing your workouts and you're being very intentional and really maxing, lifting the heaviest that you can with the workouts that you're doing, you're going to see crazy benefits. So it's not always quantity over quality. It's the other way around always. So that being said, let's go in here and let's get something accomplished. I know as far as gym clips, they have been non-existent for you guys since we've joined Crunchy, but that's because everybody and their mom is in here working on themselves, which I'm here for, but we'll try to get as much as we can. Let's get it. Friday workout complete. Wow, what a killer workout. Freaking amazing workout. Tired as hell going in, leaving feeling jazzed and pumped. Cardio was a challenge though. I hated every second of cardio. There's most days have been like, cardio goes by a breeze, except for last week with the 20 minutes I mentioned to y'all in the last vlog. But today, for some reason, as soon as I got on, I was like, I do not want to do this shit. I do not want to do this. But we did it. We got it done. We did our posing. We got the hell out of there. We are now at the Rouse's. I don't know if you guys can see it. It is right next, like literally in the same parking lot as the gym. They have such killer deals this week that I'm really going to utilize on to do our stock up haul for May. And everybody and their mama is here as well. Like, they got some killer deals, like the deals are insane, like way cheaper than Sam's Club, anywhere else on a lot of things. So I'm gonna go in here and get what I need, try to get out pretty quick. It is 10:08, definitely longer in the gym, like I mentioned, with rest time and just taking my time and feeling freaking gassed, but amazing at the same time. Make that make sense. But I need to get home and eat and do all the things is what I'm saying. So I'm gonna try not to be in here long, but guys, show up today. Put in the work, make the deposit. You will feel so better once you leave the gym. I promise you, if you wake up in a terrible mood and the vibes are just not vibing and you're tired as hell, it happens. It happens to the best of us, but don't let that determine your entire day. Still go to the gym, still do all the things you need to do, check off the boxes, and at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, damn, I did that. Like, thank you for following through and not canceling on that appointment today. Instead of at the end of the day, if you canceled everything, you're gonna feel worse than you did. You get what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying here, what I'm throwing at you guys? All right, shut up, girl. Get in the store, get what you need, get home. Let's eat. Back home from the grocery. I stocked the chicken coop in the front yard. She has 5 dozen out there. Y'all, I've been stalking every day. She does this. Like, it goes like for a week and a half where there's no eggs, and then it's, oh, there's eggs everywhere. So look how beautiful these are. Yes, please. I have eggs, but I at least get 1 dozen when she puts them in there. Lord, because they so good. Post-workout meal and lunch, exactly the same. Macros, nothing's changing, so I'm not gonna get into detail with it. I'm gonna eat this and watch you. I was in fact not on the last episode when I talked with y'all yesterday. What is my life? I went through and looked at the episodes and I was like, girl, you're on episode 6. There's 10 episodes. I think I'm on number 8 as of right now. And it is like, it's getting good. And like I said, it's the last season, so I'm trying to finish it up. I know some people binged it in like a day. I'll do that with Stranger Things, faux show. Speaking of, we're gonna get the trailer at the end of this month finally, and they have not really given us concrete dates yet for the release. They keep, you know, being sus as far as October, November, but no official yet, but I'm sure that will come when the trailer drops at the end of the month. I am so beyond excited for that. Y'all just don't even know. However, let's get this food in. Let's go watch a little bit of that. And then we've got things always crap to do. 1:37, we are doing lunch. The cottage cheese egg bowl, Quest chips, same as yesterday. I just finished the season finale of You. I have been neglecting the things and I went down the spiral. I couldn't help myself before I had to go get the boys and I can't watch it anymore. It's why it's been so delayed for me, because I don't want to watch this in front of the kids. Oh my gosh. The ending is so good. So good. Y'all know when y'all watch season finales, I feel like at least this is my experience anyway, I don't want it to end, but most of the time I'm disappointed, honestly, because I feel like they rush it and then it's just like thrown together and it just ends, you know? This one, Chef's Kiss, it was, the ending, literally I had chills. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I was so happy the way that it ended. Love it. So if you are a You fan, it's on Netflix if you're not knowing what I'm talking about. If you're a fan of it, like, go ahead and binge the whole last season. I think you're going to love it. I know I did. Highly recommend. It is effed up, just letting you guys know if you've never watched the show. It is one of those shows where it's a little disturbing, but you know, I like that kind of stuff. But anyways, we're gonna eat lunch. Just had to update you guys that I finished it, and I'm gonna go momming and finally do dishes and things around here and get back to life. Back to reality. Friday night's dinner is leftovers of an easy peasy meal. And I've had comments on this before. We're like, where's the vegetable? Girl, we got our fiber from our baked beans. Like, you don't always have to do a vegetable to get your fiber in. And last time I ate a salad kit, I got food poisoning. So vegetables be trying to kill you, girl. I always promote fruits and veggies, you guys know. I'm not saying that, but don't say anything about my carby plate, okay? It's fine, as Waylon says. We've got baked beans. That serving right there has 6 grams of fiber. Just let you know, and 140 calories and 6 grams of protein. There's that. We've got the mock pastaroni. We've got elbow macaroni today, 2 Laughing Cow cheeses, and then a little splash of Fairlife. Mix it together, add your seasonings. Delicious. 4.2 ounces of rotisserie chicken. Do not knock those rotisserie chickens, y'all. 584 calories, 45 protein, 72 carbs, 14 fat, and 8 fiber for Friday night's easy quick ass dinner. We are headed to go watch Waylon play a ball game. It's about 10 minutes to 7. I'm gonna take this Built Puff in the cookie dough chunk flavor. One of my tops. Also like the brownie batter puff is one I've been eating religiously. 15 grams of protein and 160 calories. Friends, we have made it back to the house. It is 9:30. These 7:30 games are gonna be the end of your girl. I do enjoy it, but dang, it makes for a long day. Girl's tired. We are ending this Friday, week 8, with 2,001 calories, 174 grams of protein. Look at your girl going over her protein goal every day you've seen me. 225 calories, 51 grams of, I was gonna say protein, carbs. And we went over on our fiber today as well. I need to get my booty in the bed. I am tired. Next time I will chat with you guys about our week 8 check-in. Trey is super loud, which means he's tired too. So we're going to get in our jams and get in the bed. It is check-in time, friends. We have made it to the end of week 8. We checked in yesterday. Today is Sunday when I'm filming this, and we weighed in at 157.2, which means we had a loss of 0.8. That has been the norm for me in this shred. 0.8 to 1.2 seems to be the magic sweet spot for me. And let me tell you, I'm not complaining. I will take it. Did not expect that at all. Honestly, dreaded getting on the scale. I mean, I don't care what the scale says, but I'm just not in my scale error. I really could give a crap less. But if I'm doing all this work, I feel you guys. You're doing all this work, you get on that scale and it says something different. You want to throw it out the window and set it on fire. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. But we got on and I was like, psh, let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's have this momentum carry into these next 4 weeks. We have lost a total of 9.6 pounds thus far. I've got a goal. I don't know if I'm gonna reach that particular goal by the end of this shred. And I have some things a brewing in this noggin up here for what I wanna do if we don't get there, but I'm doing things the way I know it needs to be done and it's coming off quick. I mean, 0.8 to 1.2 pounds a week is over average weight loss. So I'm not complaining, doing it the right way. My plan is to eventually stay at that number that I wanna be, or that physique look I see in the mirror that I wanna be, and stay there indefinitely at maintenance and kill it and keep trying to build muscle, lose fat simultaneously. It can be done slow and steady, but it can be done. So super happy with our check-in and super happy with this week, even though, like I said, it is normal to start feeling the feels, to start feeling gas, to start feeling weak in your workouts taking longer. I'm seeing a lot of people in the program are feeling and experiencing the same thing. So if you're following along with us and you're having those feels, just know that it's normal, and know that if you're putting anything in each and every day, guys, you are winning. You are winning at life versus just throwing in the towel because it got too hard, or throwing in the towel because life be lifing. Keep checking off as many boxes as you can. Remember, never perfect, just trying to be better, and what you're doing now affects your future self. So maybe it sucks right now, maybe you're not seeing it right now, but that future you is depending on you right here and now. So don't let him or her down. Keep showing up, keep doing the work, and they will be thanking you. I did want to mention today, I do have the Half Magic in the shade Pretty Robot on today. I feel like this is gonna be my everyday shade. I did play around. I like to do that, especially on the weekends when I don't have any place necessarily to go to. I played around with a lot of makeup last night, and I have a lot of different combos and shades that I already have. Y'all heard me, not buying any, already have. And I'm excited for that. But this one right here, if you have hazel or green eyes, this Half Magic, this pink shade pops off, and it's like an everyday color that will match with everything. I think this is the move if you have that color eyes. I loved that purple, green, blue combo. I think that one looks really pretty on me too. But this one for everyday, right here, I will have both of them linked down below. That Half Magic brand, it's a woman-owned brand, and it also is pretty reasonable for a higher end brand. It's not drugstore, but it's not like mid or tip top high level. It's very affordable, which I appreciate. And like, wow, the wear and the stay on this stuff, I'm blown away. I am gonna do a favorites video for y'all soon. I was doing those religiously like years ago when I was was going back to look at products, and I was like, why did I stop doing those? Because I love doing them, and not everybody watches the vlogs. Like, a lot of people like the dedicated, just talk about whatever videos. So I'm gonna do that soon. It's probably not gonna come this week because I've got an empties video coming, which is kind of like a favorites, but you went through everything, and I'll do it for the next week. But I'm excited to start incorporating those because I'm finding things that I already have that you guys ask all the time about, maybe that are new or forgot about, that are favorites of mine, and then a couple of things that are new that have been really growing on me. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I appreciate you guys being here so much. It means the world to me. Just know that like every view, you making a comment, you reaching out to me on Instagram and sharing your story with me, and just all the things, it just means so much to me. It's the motivator. We talk about motivation, right? It's the motivator on why I keep doing these videos. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all more than you guys know. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you're notified every time we upload here. I have a grocery haul, massive one, massive. Your girl's brokey. And we haven't even went yet. I'm going to Sam's tomorrow, but I have my cart built and it don't look pretty, but it's gonna help us in the long run, right? Especially with everything that's going on. Definitely need to stock up on some things before they start freaking soaring. So that is my plan. And even though it's sticker shock right now, it won't be as bad sticker shock later, right? Justify me down below. And then we have that empties video coming to y'all. So stay tuned. I hope you guys have an awesome week. Let's kill this week 9, y'all. Week 9, we're coming for you. We've got 4 weeks left, 4 weeks to freaking go beast. That's the plan. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.